Hello, Capybara crew. Welcome back to the casa, and welcome to Building with Casa. So we are going to build my actual house, and then we are going to renovate my actual house because I have been dreaming big. So let's go ahead and I picked this bigger lot on Evergreen Harbor. I've built my house before on a smaller lot, and it took up too much space. Obviously, we're going to make it, oops, daytime. We're going to bulldoze everything. And the terrain paint. Nice. Okay. So this is a much... I do have a decently large lot, but this is much bigger than normal. I do have the Sims 4 camera on. Why is it being weird? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do top-down. And I'm gonna grab some furniture real quick because scale is always weird. So I'm gonna grab a bed. I'm gonna grab a couch. I just want a 3-person couch. Any 3-person couch will do. Yeah, that should be fine. I think those are the only things that I should need. Okay. So I'm gonna start by building a box. My house is kind of just a big rectangle. Oh, let me get the... Is it electronics? Plumbing? I think it's electronics. Electronics. Not electronics. Alright, I need packs. I need 4 rent, and I need laundry day. Okay. Let me, hold on. I'm just going to take the roof off for a sec. We're gonna remove the ceiling. I don't feel like putting lights in. Okay. So, a water heater and a takeout for rent. Stacked washer and dryer. Whoa. I'm gonna put on move objects. Okay. Okay, so this would be more like, whoa. This. Alright, so this should help with my scale. So that... And then there's this. That's way too wide. I should for a car. 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 Whoops. Car. There should be like a toy car, no? Am I making it up? Probably. Probably. Toys. Sure. I feel like that's a little too big. Probably more like that. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, so then we've got my bonus room, which would be like this. And then there's a dining room here. So this is actually... And then there's a dining room and a kitchen. Okay, so I've got a door. Like, here. Kitchen. Again, we're just worried about spacing right now. Whoops. So there's this. And then there's... My sink would kind of be in the middle here, but that's fine. And then it would be like this. And then there's a stove. Oh yeah, I made this way too big. And then there's a little tiny end cabinet like that. And then there's the fridge. Okay, and then there's the fridge. And then there's another little tiny cabinet. Okay. And then there's a wall here. Okay. This actually should be... more like that. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Alright. And then this is like a dining space. That's pretty accurate. Oh, let's go back to the kitchen. So we also have a stupid little peninsula right here that I hate so much. That's my teeny tiny kitchen. And then Ben has a desk here. I actually think this could even go up one more. Okay. This might even actually be one smaller. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is actually like this. Which means that all of these need to go forward one more, at least. Okay. Alright. So we've got... Yeah, the scale's not quite right, but that's fine. Sofa. Whoops. Coffee table. Again, I'm just kind of grabbing anything right now. TV. I think I'm gonna... Even smaller. My house is not big. I don't know what I was thinking. And then you should line up with that. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. And then we've got a wall here. Okay, that'll do. Actually, this is one more wide there. Okay. We actually have another sofa right here, but that's not the point. Okay. This is definitely way too long. This is a bathroom. So, you know, the bathroom seems too small. Actually, so technically these would line up, but this bathroom is longer. But when I move these down to here, everything else is too big. Alright, well, we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, the joys of trying to recreate items in The Sims. Alright, we're gonna leave it like that. That's fine. And then we have... There's like a closet there. And then there's a closet here. That's important for the renovation to have that there. And then this room. This room is actually more square than that, but that's okay. And then the room that I'm in right now is here. There's a teeny tiny bathroom here. And then there's a closet here. It's actually like this. Okay. All right. And then the bed. And then there's a closet there. Okay. We're going to put our ceilings back in. So this is not... Oh! Okay, yeah. No, I built the ceiling. Not perfect. But it's as close as we're going to get building in The Sims, right? Because The Sims is... you're stuck to the grid, so you can't be as precise. Okay. Now, we have a porch, so we're going to go out of top down. And I'm going to do a flat square. Oh, wait. I've got to put in the front door first. Now I want a flat square. So we have a little front porch. Like that. Yeah, this room is not right, but it's the best I can do. We have a foundation. Okay. I'm going to put in all the windows and everything in a sec. Our roof is just a regular old gabled roof. It's very low pitched though. Dagnabbit. It's not perfect, but that's kind of... That's as close as I'm probably going to get it. I do that, and I do this. Are you better? That's a little bit better, I think. Okay. So... Then this... Oh, you know what? I can't use the foundation. So we do have a foundation, but that doesn't matter. I need to remove this wall, and I need to remove this wall because that's a carport. And then we've got driveway. Okay. Alright, let's put some lights in. And I'll kind of show you how we have it set up right now. Okay, so here we go. Hold on. There's also a storage closet here. Okay. I do have super, like, wide windows. So there's one window here. There's one window here. There's one window here. There's a window here. There's a window here. There's a little tiny window. Blah, la, 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 la. What's a good small window? Why can I not put something there? Oh, it's okay, because you can't come on. What the heck? Alright, I'm just gonna use this. So there's a little tiny window there. There's a super tiny window here. There's a tiny window here. And then we have some bigger windows. Not that big. None of these are quite right. I guess I'll do these. We have big windows there, and then we have big windows here. And here. Okay. So this is our current setup. I'm not gonna furnish everything right now because I don't wanna. So this is our current setup. We have a front door right here that we don't use. The dog's crate is in front of the door. This is our living room. This is our kitchen. This would be a dining room, but Ben has his office desk set up there. This is where my current office, craft room, etc. is. This is what we call the studio, which is useless right now because there's no air conditioning in there and we live in Florida. We have our main bathroom here. There's a primary bath right here, but it is ridiculously tiny. Like, it is so small. And then we have a small master bedroom. And then this is a bonus room, so we've got, like, some storage here. Ben has a programming desk there. The treadmill is over here. This is a walk-through breezeway that used to be, when my house was first built, this was outside, and this was outside. And then the laundry utility room is over here. So, and then we have a carport. So, what I am thinking about, what we've been rabbit holing, is expanding. But I don't really want to expand this way because none of it really makes sense. You'd end up with a long, kind of useless hallway, which we already have right here. So we said, what if we went up? So what we would do is this. And we would do something like this, about 2/3. And let's go downstairs. So what we would do is we would expand this into one big bathroom. This would stay. We would take this out. And we would move this all the way back to here. And then we would do something like this. Right? So we do something like that. This is our master bedroom. This becomes a master giant walk-in master closet. And we would take out these rooms. We would put in a closet here. And we would put stairs here. Actually, maybe we could even just do this. And keep the closet where it was. Right? So we've still got a nice big hallway. Plenty of space to get into these other rooms. I would take this out and I would make all of this kitchen. And then we would go up here and we would put in what happens if I take out this floor? Yeah, okay. And we would put another big bathroom here. Oh, what'd I do? I don't know what happened there. That's not quite what I wanted. Okay. Yeah. We would do a big bathroom here. So I'm trying to fit in 2 rooms and a bathroom up here. Not sure how to do that. What if we put the floor back in? We wanted to include some pretty open space. So I would want, okay, let's do this because I would want at least 2 tiles. Whoa. Okay. So if we do this, and then this, I wonder if this is just too big. What if we do this? What if we make this even smaller? Honestly? And then we did that. And this? Okay, let's see. What does this look like structurally? Come on. And so what we would probably do is take my walls down. Okay. Yeah. So we end up with huge master suite. This would be a really nice bathroom with a separate tub and shower, a guest room. We still have, I also want to, I kind of want to divide this into 2 spaces. And I want to get rid of this door. There's a door here that I also would we don't need a huge living room. I actually want to get rid of this door. Keep that one. I want to turn this into, I'm just going to put these in here, doors to go to the backyard. We don't have a back door right now. So let's go ahead and we have like a grayish wood. None of these are quite right. I'm just gonna... So right now we have, like, parquet here and here. So there's carpet in here right now. Okay, let's just do what we will do. So we're going to do tile everywhere. There's tile floors underneath my floors right now. I'll do these. So this would all be tile, right? Except there's tile under there right now. We just have to pull up the parquet and the carpet. We would make this all kitchen, like a gigunda kitchen. So this would stay our master bedroom. This would be a closet, dressing room. So like dresser. Why are there are clothes, but none of the things to hang the clothes on are here? Here, we'll do these. So you'd have a nice big dressing room. I would put like some chairs here. I would put the bed like that. We do have a TV in there. Well, I'm not going to put it up there, but it would be over here in the corner. Oops. A couple of nightstands. Then we'd have this bathroom where we would do a separate tub and shower. I would want to do... No, that's fine. And then, where's my Love Struck? We do a door, like here. Do our toilet here. And then I would want to do like a big corner vanity. With double sinks. So we do something like that. There's probably not quite as much space. This would likely be a tiny bit smaller. So we would do that. I would probably want to keep a closet under the stairs for like linens. So we would put a linen closet there. So let's go grab a door for that. I'm just grabbing these doors for anything. We would do this, and there'd be a door there, and there'd be a door here. This is a big... that's an archway right now. So we would have a door here. There'd be a door here. And this is an archway. Okay. We would do activities and skills. This would become like our home gym, and we've got like a storage, like some storage stuff in there, and we would put I would put the dog crate in here. This then becomes Ven's programming office, which I'm gonna grab. What's the best desk to use for this? I guess I'll do this. He has like a corner desk. And he would have like a storage shelf over here for all the stuff, all the electronicals. Right? And then I want cats and dogs. Cats and dogs. Cats and dogs. Cats and dogs. Show all. Where is it? Is it seasons? Maybe it's seasons. I swear it's cats and dogs. There's like a little... Let's just do show all. Seasons. Maybe, okay, it's season... Oh, it's this right here. I would want like a mudroom thing here. Oh, let me F5. There we go. Why are you like this? Okay, well, we'll leave it like that. It's fine. So I want a mudroom thing here. this would kind of stay the same. So living room. This would be a guest bedroom. And then up here, this would be a giant library. We'd have another bathroom, a recording studio, a craft room, and a gaming room. That's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know if you want me to, like, fully furnish and, like, paint and all of that. But that's the dream. Can I afford to do this? No, of course not. In this economy. Sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. But that would be really cool. Then we could keep our house. It's cheaper than moving. Obviously, one day we want our beautiful Victorian in the mountains that I made before. But I don't know. It's fun to daydream about that kind of stuff. So let me know if you want me to finish this up. If you want me to, like, put in all the windows and the furniture and paint the walls and all that. But I wanted to sit down and kind of brainstorm what something like that might look like, and it's definitely something that could potentially work in my house if one day I win the lotto. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here in the casa today. I had so much fun brainstorming and dreaming about all the possibilities for my home. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would do if you wanted to expand. And I will talk to y'all next time. Thanks so much. Have a great night, everyone.